Hello everyone, my name is Spencer and welcome to Monster City. Today we are looking at a unboxing and review of the Batman EXP Extreme Power Clayface figure. So, I like Batman villain characters. The ones that look like monsters. I think there's this PS4 or PS3 game, I think it might be PS4, I'm not sure exactly, but it's a Batman game with Man-Bat and Killer Croc. And Killer Croc, although being a human, does look a lot like a monster. I think Batman says that he's still a human. A lot of people refer to Killer Croc as a monster. And also with Man-Bat being a human as well, and everything. I also like the depiction of the Joker, to where the Joker's like a mutant of some sort and looks kind of a little bit ridiculous, but would be a pretty cool figure to have. Very wild looking in of itself. The Joker has like long fingers and everything, and yeah, just pretty cool looking figure. And also there's the Joker dragon figure from McFarlane Toys. That looks pretty cool. It's kind of like a vehicle design in of itself, kind of like a riding figure, to where you have more human-formed characters riding on the Joker dragon character. So I like that design, for example. I also like Clayface. Clayface is a cool character. I like this design. I like the colors of this Clayface. The primary reason that I got this Clayface was because of this rubber arm here. And I've always been a fan of stretchable rubber toys and more harder plastic toys with softer plastics blended into them. This being the primary example. I can't really think of much other examples. I guess kind of Stretch Armstrong, as well as Heroes of Gujitsu. They mix in hard plastics and soft plastics. I don't know. So, anyways, I'm going to be unboxing this character. Okay, well, if anyone is wanting to get this figure, the stretchable rubber arm, it has adhered over time. So I'm going to try and detach this as safely as I can without doing too much damage. I did some damage, but not all too much from the looks of it. Yeah, you can kind of see that gray smear on there is of the Clayface figure. And there we go. There we are with this figure. So I recognize this show, the 2005 The Batman series from Cartoon Network, and I think I may have watched probably the worst episode a child could watch, potentially. So I may have been, I'm pretty sure I was 7 at the time. This would have been either in 2009 or 10. I don't know which year it was. But I watched the episode to where, well, spoilers. Spoiler warning. To where the police officer, before he gets turned into Clayface, at the end of that episode when he's in the bathroom, his face is malformed and he like freaks out, kind of. Or kind of just like gasps out of fear. Because he's turning into Clayface. This Clayface specifically. And that really scared me when I was little. I'm familiar with this show in of itself. It seems like it might be a pretty good show. I should watch it. Has Kevin Michael Richardson playing as a Joker, which seems pretty cool. The Joker has like a permanent paint application on his face. He also has red eyes. He looks very sinister and maniacal and of himself. I think he turns like this cop into Clayface, I'm pretty sure. So he's responsible for that. And yeah, this character is very simple. You basically just have this gimmick to where you basically turn the arm back and have the mechanism in the arm just whip in front, pretty much. It whips automatically from the looks of it, but it seems like it might be a little bit easy to break. Since this character has a little bit of different plastics for this figure, such as a rubber arm, such as this part of the body, and since the arm and the two legs are different plastic material, as well as the feet are plastic material, as well as the head being a plastic material, a different one, kind of softer a little bit, you will see a lot of discoloration with this figure. So I don't really have much of a problem with it, but I do not blame anyone if they do consider a problem with this. It seems like a fair criticism for this figure in of itself. Yeah, it's a softer plastic for the head. It's not really like a hard plastic and everything. Probably so that this mouthpiece here to where it connects from the top of the face down to the jaw does not break. So yeah, it's a softer plastic for like the feet here, as you can kind of see a little bit. Stretchable rubber material for the arm, which I really like. The character's design is alright. It's pretty cool, in my opinion. Huge hand here and everything. I think it's kind of like a wind-up type thing. You don't want to spin it too much because it might break. I discovered this figure back in 2017, I'm pretty sure. Maybe even 2018 at certain points, such as early 2018. In order for the mechanism to work, it's kind of like a hard part here, so you can't really bend it, the arm, all that much. You can only bend it kind of like this. It does not really have any articulation to it. The only articulation is a swivel at the arm that spins 360 degrees, and there is kind of like a swivel slash hinge at the legs. So I think the only aspects that make this figure not so great is the discoloration of the plastics and the limited articulation. So, it's a pretty interesting figure. I don't really have many opposing views against this figure or anything like that. This figure stands at about 6 inches